so you're my same student, right? That we just read through the article, right? Okay. And we found the ingredients in the FDA list, right? Now, do you understand the subject matter that you're looking at right now? Have you learned this in school?
Never before.
Never before, right? So doesn't this add to your fears of, and do I have your permission to record?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So here, this adds to your fear, right? This is very fearful. What the heck is this, right? Okay. But do you know you're going to get 100% on this section? Because it does not require you to understand what you read. Just like, are you a vaccine maker? You worked at Pfizer before? BioNTech?
No.
No, right? Okay. But you were able to find the ingredients, right? After 45 pages, did you read through all 45 pages line by line?
No.
No, right? You learned how to isolate the information quickly, right? Okay. So now I'm going to go down to the questions, right? Okay, so there's some wording here. The key is to not read this gobbledygook information, right? If you read this information, you'll be wasting time. Let's look at how much time you have on this test. You have 35 minutes for 40 questions. Okay, 35 minutes for 40 questions. Now, if you have 7 passages, right, that means that you take 35 minutes and 7 passages, you have 5 minutes every passage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we measured on time. This is passage 1. So you have 5 minutes to do this. If you start spending time counting the dots here, counting the dots, looking at how this box is made, reading this line that says direction of rod's motion, trying to figure out what that means, and then I, whatever that is, right? Okay, if you start doing that, you know how quickly 5 minutes goes by?
Okay.
Not good, right? Okay, so we shouldn't do that, right? We shouldn't do that. If we read this description, maybe that can help, right? But that would take over a minute to understand, and if you're not familiarizing with what it is, right, that might take another minute or two, right? Right? Okay. And worse is that your cortisol level will go up. You'll get nervous, right?
Yeah.
I think that, you know, if you get nervous, right, you'll start seeing things that weren't there.
Yeah.
Right? Right? You'll start seeing things that were not there. How often does that happen, right? On tests or other things, you start seeing things, and then, but how about if we look at the questions, right? Let's look at the questions down here. Okay. Now, let's see if you can answer question 1. Now, let's say we didn't read anything, right? And we're going to just look at this. In study 1, I would be most likely have equaled 8. What's I? Wait, I is in italics, right? So it's not the word I that like you, I, me, he, she, right? No, those are pronouns, right? It's not that I, right? This is an italics I, right?
No.
Okay. And it says I over here, I in milliamps. So what's I? You go back up here and you say, okay, can I look up what I is? All right, so let's see if they identify what I is. So you're going to screen right here really quickly. See, there's no I, right? You're going to go down, okay, to the next description, and you see the word I, okay? So it's an electric current, okay? That's all you're going to do you can read the question, understand the question, all right? Now, in study 1, that's study 1, right? The electric current would most likely have equaled 8 if V, now this V, right, what's V? So now we're going to go up and then look at, see how over here it says various V, okay? Various V. And you see how it says m per second? That's velocity, right? Okay?
Yes.
And isn't this study 1? Isn't the question saying study 1? And this is the group that says study 1, right? Okay? So you come down here, right? Okay? Come down here without disclosing your name, but just that you're my student, right? Here is study 1. And they said that when the electric current, this is I in milliamps, right? So you don't need to know all that. It says when it's 8, what would the V be? What would the velocity be? Now, would it be any of these? Would 8 be 0.1?
No.
Okay, it just wouldn't be these, right? Now, look at this. It's a multiple choice exam, all right? So you know that it's got to be, right? It can't be 0.05 because that's even less than this, right? Okay, right? Okay. Is it going to be 0.25, right? No, right? Because it's not even related to these, because 0.25 would be between 3.2 and 4.8, right?
Oh, your screen froze, so you know. I can't.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my screen froze. Hold on. Let's see. Can you not see the screen?
I just see passage 1, but if you've been scrolling up and down.
Oh, okay. No, I haven't been scrolling up and down.
Okay.
Here, can you see it now?
No, dark screen.
Okay, dark screen. Okay, so let's see how we can fix this. Let me come back to this. All right, hold on. I'm gonna end the recording here.